Sorry. So I'm on my way to getting ready to go to the gym. I'm dressed. I have to put on sunscreen. I have to fix my bag. Make sure I have my 2 shaker bottles with protein. Well, there's protein powder in it, but yeah, prepared shaker bottles, so I could have a little bit during, because so I don't get too hungry, and one for after, and I have to get some more protein, or I've been getting weight gainer because it's cheaper. I'll probably get a bag of that because it's walking distance from the gym. And if I can get to Costco tomorrow, maybe, even though it's Sunday and buses are really terrible, but we'll see. So I'm noticing that the viewership on this channel is increased. It's not a whole lot, but it's significant for me. As opposed to having 3 or 4 views, it'll get to the teens very quickly. So for me, that's a win, and I guess it's because of the titles of the videos. The more the videos are, I divulge more of my struggles. I don't want to say negative, but no, even positive came out well too. So and I haven't had to do anything too different except be more and more honest about the shit I'm going through. Hence comes this video. It happened yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. So it's like, I realize a lot of my, if you're borderline, if you have, and even if you're not, all my negativity comes from when I have that, as Dr. Fox would say, that lens of borderline lens or whatever. Like I know I'm able to see when I need to back off, and it's like I'm thinking too much negative, whether it's towards myself or towards other people. And I'm tired, I'm groggy. I woke up at 7 something. I don't remember what time I went to bed because I try not to think about it anymore. Even though tomorrow I gotta wake up early to go on the mountain with a client. But whatever. I don't think about that because that creates anxiety. So you gotta think about one thing at a time. But anyways, so there's a guy that I wanted to... a lot of my negative is from perceived rejection, So there's a guy, I'll get to the chase, he has leukemia. Am I happy that he has leukemia? No, I'm not happy that he has leukemia, but it was a guy who I perceived rejection, and I removed him from my Instagram, and I realized that it wasn't going anywhere, and some people just like to be social, have friends. I say friends because I've dated people like that. They feel better when there's a lot of people. You know what I mean? But always on the superficial, which is this guy, because I saw his live talking about it, and he would not deal with the bad stuff, I know there's a time and place for it, but he's being like, talking about how he's just hiding it there, happy thoughts, fuck you, happy thoughts. That's why you got leukemia. Because you're pushing everything down, whether you state it or not, you gotta face it. I had done a video on my other channel, Fitness David, MTL, all one word, about the death of Sharon Mann. And I got that information from a video Gabor Mate, a doctor. People who are very nice, accommodating, and they put other people before themselves. Sounds altruistic, right? But then they don't deal with their shit, and then they end up with dying of these diseases. So obviously I believe there's a strong factor with that, but despite everything else. So, and this guy was being extremely positive in the sense that, oh, I missed the gym, I'm gonna go back and the muscles are gonna come back like that and this, and I wanna date people, I wanna this, I was dating. And then just, I dated a guy like that, and he got, he's HIV positive, has diabetes. It's there's a genetic factor, but you know, you can't stop the, you can't just stop it and everything will go away. You have to face it. Like me facing my shit. And you can see what kind of mood I'm in. Mind you, I'm not like that in public. Alright? This is me in front of this camera. This is how I am. These are my thoughts at the moment. But once I get out, sure I have them. But I put on that happy mask. Well, neutral mask. I don't like that fake happiness. So, a little TMI. Well, it's not TMI because if you scroll back to my original videos when my father died, it was the same thing. Which is one of the reasons why I wanted to try the orderly thing out, because I didn't get to take care of him. I was like, no, I'm going to California. I'm not, I will not take care of you if you were a piece of shit. And no, did I feel guilty about that? No, I didn't actually. I did not. So, I have love to give. I have a lot of love to give, but I'm a lot better at discerning whether people accept that love, or if I'm going to give that love to a person. I will select it. Is that hypervigilance? Yeah. Which goes to the flamboyant gay guy. I call him the flamboyant gay guy. It's good for views. So I mentioned in previous videos that, okay, if he confirms today, the flamboyant gay guy, to meet tomorrow to go over if I'm going to help him with his social media. Oh, that was the video and I didn't do it. Am I going to help him with his social media? But then again, I took a step back and I'm like, he just went bougie on me. He was like, he didn't want to do any work, just step in and someone take care of him. And I'm not taking care of anybody. First of all, I don't have my cord for my wire to transfer my camera files. And this is an old camera. Sony Cybershot from like 8 years ago. HD, but maybe it's 1080p, I guess. Anyways, and held together with duct tape. But I don't have I can't, and I've been trying for 2 days to try to find the wire to transfer the files. And if I don't have that, I won't even shoot content on it, and this phone doesn't have a lot of space. So that's the excuse I'm going to be using, but I feel very like, I'm not going to get in with this guy. If I feel bad afterwards, and I feel I'm being manipulated, because I feel it's going to be a lot of work to just kind of get him motivated each time, and that's not the way a business thing should go. There are a lot of drag queens who, and I'm looking at Plastic Tiara. I don't follow drag queens, but sometimes it comes up on my feed and I'll watch and I'll go, oh, that the way you filmed it is great. It's a work ethic, whether you're a drag queen or whether you're a construction worker. And he don't have it at all. And he don't want to face that. That's what I hate. And that's why I wish if something bad happens to you, I'm like, you did your bed. I don't feel that. It's not my job to feel for that, you know? I will feel for someone who's been authentic and lets it, you know. But someone puts on a mask and doesn't want to do anything, and I believe that this guy's depression, the flamboyant gay guy, when he said he was in a depression and he just comes off of social media and he just whatever, you know, just kind of disappears. I got this from Sam Vaknin. Narcs do that because they don't get the validation they want, so then they kind of just leave everything, and then they come back and they try to reinvent themselves to try to get... That's just like people putting on more pictures on their social to get more reactions and views. And narcs get depressed like that. That's why they get depressed. Or they mortification is if it's in public, or whatever the decomp. Go watch a Sam Vaknin video. But that's what it is. And he was saying that he's an orderly, and it's been 7 years. How you be an orderly if you can't organize your life? And then I'm realizing, because you can't organize your life, that's why you're an orderly. So many fucked up people there. But this is where I'm at right now. I'm on my second dose of caffeine. It's slowly moving up to 3 doses, so it's creeping up, so I got to be careful with that. I'm aware of it, but I need it. And I'm hoping he doesn't call me to confirm. I'm going by assumptions that he didn't write it down. He said Sunday as opposed to Saturday, which means he had to go out. I'm betting that he does forget. And if he does contact me, I'll be like, I don't have the wire, so I can't. Well, I won't say I don't have the wire. I'll mention it, but I'll say like I can't. Just because I get into this like the impulsivity of it. Like we were conversing and at the gym where I see him maybe once a week now, maybe. And it's not pleasurable for me. It's painful for me. But I'm like, oh. Then the ideas are coming to my mind that I will shoot content and edit it of him and just like... But then we were talking, and then I'm like, I'm doing this, so I'm going to get 50%. He's like, no. Then he's like, oh, no, it's 20%, it's this. I'm like, he's joking, but he's not really joking. It's like the one guy I dated... Ghanaians, right? One guy I dated, he was like, I need a ring and I need it from Tiffany's. I need it, It's kind of humor, but it's not really humorous. This whole bougie thing, without having to work. I'm not the one, Especially since I'm not fucking this guy. Because he got all skinny and... That's my narcissism. But, I fucked him twice in 10 years. And once he opens his mouth, it's like, no, I can't. Because there's like... I don't like what comes out of his mouth. But then again, if I'm the psychologist, the one that I'm not no longer with, he'd be like, question me like, you have a chance to be a friend, why don't you? Am I being too impulsive to like shut him off or whatnot? I have no idea. Like right now, it just creates too much anxiety for me. It's not a person that I have a connection with. Because he puts on a mask. And it's very uncomfortable at the gym. Because he comes in and he's like, I need to provoke someone now. And he says it, you know? He says it that he wants to be an asshole and he wants to be flamboyant and just like play that character. So he's not being himself and it's making me uncomfortable because I'm low key. And he almost got into a battle with this one guy that I never talked to, and I know the guy was like very homophobic and very anti. He would be the type that'd be anti-trans and anti all that stuff, you know. And I'm kind of like siding with him because this one wants to provoke, and the other one is angry, and two angry people. There's gonna be a fight. You know, and I don't think I'm going to side with the flamboyant gay guy just because he wants to provoke people. I'm like, I don't like that attitude. You know? It's like vegans coming in and trying to force people to become vegan. No. Just be who you are, be a legit, you know. But I don't even like him. You know what I mean? But he's making it obvious that all eyes are on me, and I'm like, you know. Because usually I'm by myself, or I'm talking to maybe a couple people that I connect with. So there was one guy, and I really think he's straight, but still we talk once in a while when I see him, and he's got the chill demeanor like me, you know what I mean? And openness to like, it's cool, you know. But I don't bring it further than that because I think he mentioned about women. I'm like, okay, so he's not for the gay guys, which is fine, you know. But and so he was talking to him, so he's got an openness to talk to other people. So that's kind of cool. But so, my eyes are starting to water because of the sunscreen I just put on. It's mineral sunscreen, but it could be also the acne cream that's rubbed in my eyes too, or whatever. So, but that's how I do it. And then when I get to the gym, I just wipe that off. You know, and I wear sunglasses in the metro so I can keep my eyes closed. Or I might just do this. Anyways, yeah, so to summarize my intrusive thoughts of, oh, is there someone there? Oh, hello. Do I wish harm upon people? Do my criticisms of other people when they're going through bad shit is because I've perceived rejection from them. I'm aware of that. Anyways, I'm just gonna stop this here because I'm just like babbling. This is my babble channel. Yeah, that's it. Bye-bye.